Welcome to Alphabet City. This is the show that covers everything related to Alphabet Inc., otherwise known as Google's parent company. I'm your guide, Ayaz Akhtar, and you are the wonderful audience. Today we're talking about Google getting into trouble, Loon getting a deal, and the potential death of the Note. But first, let's talk operating systems. First stop, Fuchsiaville. Remember Project Fuchsia? That's a mysterious operating system by Google that runs on phones and laptops. It's not Android and it's not Chrome OS. Bloomberg published a report that says Fuchsia is a plan to create, quote, a single operating system capable of running all the company's in-house gadgets like Pixel phones and smart speakers, end quote. The goal for Fuchsia would be to replace Android in about 5 years, but a roadmap for Fuchsia is not concrete. CNET says there is no 5-year plan yet. Google gave us a statement and said Fuchsia is just, quote, one of many experimental open source projects, end quote. So is Android dying soon? Yeah, probably not. Next stop, the First National Bank of Alphabet. Google got hit with a massive $5 billion fine by the European Union. The European Commission says Google has committed illegal practices regarding Android mobile devices to strengthen dominance of Google's search engine. Here's what the EC's statement says. In particular, Google has required manufacturers to pre-install the Google Search app and browser app, Chrome, as a condition for licensing Google's App Store, the Play Store, made payments to certain large manufacturers and mobile network operators on condition that they exclusively pre-installed the Google Search app on their devices, and has prevented manufacturers wishing to pre-install Google apps from selling even a single smart mobile device running on alternative versions of Android that were not approved by Google, so-called Android forks. The Commission decision concludes that Google is dominant in the markets for general internet search services, licensable smart mobile operating systems, and app stores for the Android mobile operating system. The statement also says that Apple's devices cannot indirectly constrain Google's market power. The EC says Google has 90 days to change their behavior, or will be penalized up to 5% of the average daily worldwide turnover of Alphabet. So Google issued a response like the very serious company that it is in a tweet. Google Europe tweeted, Android has created more choices for everyone, not less. Blah, blah, blah. We will appeal the Commission's decision. Hashtag Android works. Google CEO Sundar Pichai penned a much lengthier post on the Google blog. It also features the hashtag Android works. Next stop, Android Avenue. According to The Bell, Samsung is considering merging the Galaxy S Plus and Galaxy Note lines. The report says Samsung has been kicking around the idea for about a year now. Why would Samsung go ahead and do this? It's all about the money. One line would reduce costs. For comparison, the S9 Plus has a 6.22-inch screen. The Note 8 uses a 6.3-inch screen. They both have the same resolution, by the way. Both have 6 gigabytes of RAM. The S9 Plus has a slightly larger battery. Apart from a few cosmetic differences, the two are really similar except for that whole S Pen thing. The next Note is expected to debut on August 9th at the Samsung Unpacked event. Let's head on over to Loon Lane. Loon has signed a deal with Telecom Kenya to provide internet services by balloon because that's what Loon does. Loon just spun out of Alphabet's X company. X is Alphabet's research and development unit. Loon's internet service will go live next year. Last stop, Comment Cove. This is the part of the show where we shine a spotlight on the best audience in the world, you guys. Abhi says, hey, what happened to Fuchsia OS from Google? Is it dead or under development? Abhi, I hope you watched this episode for the answer. Rai says, I dumped Chrome browser years ago because it was a memory hog. Now they want to make it an even bigger memory hog. I will stick with Edge. On the rumor that Microsoft may be working on an Android phone, Darnell says, Microsoft should not make an Android phone. They should make another Windows phone instead. They need to make Windows better for a mobile operating system to make developers to want to make apps for it. Invest in your own platform. That's a strong stance, Darnell. And Marvin says, cool t-shirt. Where can I get one? Marvin, I got that shirt from Midtown Comics. Thanks to everyone for writing in. If you've enjoyed your stay in Alphabet City, please like and subscribe. I'm Ayaz Akhtar, and I'll see you online. You're still here? Did you guys see the photo that's floating around that shows a Samsung exec in public using a Note 9 before the launch? He's just chilling out with an unreleased phone. Samsung's official statement is, quote, it was not an event opened to the press, and we have no comment on whether it is the real Note 9 phone or not in the photograph, end quote. Yeah, it's totally the Note 9.